everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing one of my most favorite types of videos, and that is a Dollar Tree full face of makeup, except for mascara. They didn't have a different mascara than what I already had. So got a lot of interesting things that I'm super excited to try. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So today I actually have two different foundations that they had at the Dollar Tree I went in. First one is this one right here. That's what it looks like. This is the Flesh by Revlon Thick Stick Foundation. And this is in the shade 24. I've never seen this before, but that is the color of it. I'm hoping one of these match. Oh, this is kind of rough. That is what it looks like. It's definitely, we'll figure it out. And the next one I grabbed is this one right here by Maybelline. It is their Super Stay Multi-Use Foundation Stick. So hopefully this one, okay, that one's a little bit better. That one right there. So I think we're going to use this one today just because it is a little bit closer. They're both a little more yellow, but it is what it is. So the Maybelline one has this little sponge on the end. I mean, we'll attempt it. So it's actually really creamy. This is definitely not a good shade match. Hopefully it won't look too bad because I do have to go to town today. So, oh man, I put the wrong lid. I matched it. I put the wrong lid on there. So I'm going to attempt it with this little, oh man. I feel like I look like a carrot. Okay, so this, maybe if I could wet it somehow it may work, but we're just going to go in with this. And this is just one of the sponges I get from Shein. It's like a pack of 3 for like $2.50. They're the best. They're super soft. This feels really good on the skin. I mean, as I'm blending it in, it's not as bad as what I thought as far as the color. I actually like the coverage it gives. It's like a medium coverage. I feel like this would be a pretty everyday foundation if it matched my skin. And it's something you could like throw in your purse super quick and touch up. Like sometimes if I put different lipsticks on my lip and they're not, if it's like a bold like lip gloss or something and I open my mouth real wide to like drink a drink and my lip rolls down, I get lipstick right there. And sometimes it would be nice to have something like this, but this ain't gonna work for me because yeah. Okay, so this is what it looks like on. It's okay, but this is the one I used in my last video. I'm just gonna put a little bit of it all over my face, and this come from the dollar store. I'm going to put, this was like a perfect shade match. I'm going to put a little bit of this all over my face to help it blend more. So I don't look like a carrot. Okay, so I got that other foundation all blended out. So the next thing I got, I'm actually pretty excited about, is this little contour, what they call it, Contour Artist Cream by Broadway Colors. So it's got 2 concealers. Let's see. Got 2 concealers, a bronzer, and then some color correctors right here. I'm just going to take my sponge, and this is the light medium shade in it. So I'm just going to go in that lightest color, just like this. Let me use my finger. It didn't really come off, and it's very like, it's creamy, but it's thick. Okay, that's much better. I have to kind of like warm it up like this. Okay, so now that I got, that was kind of crazy on it. So now I'm just going to go back in with my sponge and smooth it out. It gives a decent amount of coverage. It's definitely not full coverage by no means. To me, this would be a good like everyday when you're just doing like a light makeup. It's very creamy and easy to work with. And if you're not super dark in your eyes, I'm pretty dark under my eyes, this may actually be fine for you to use every day. So I'm going to grab a little bit of that contour shade with this little brush right here from Real Techniques. We're just going to contour a little bit. Yeah, definitely use your fingers. It's just a lot easier. But they're very creamy, so they're blending out pretty good. I'm just putting a little on each side and right there on my nose. I was afraid as creamy as it was, it would kind of like blend away, but it didn't. Gave us a little extra definition there. So now I'm going to set that concealer under my eyes. It's definitely creamy, so I don't want it going all over the place. And I've got the Hard Candy Translucent Sheer Envy powder, and that is what it looks like. Okay, that's new. Looks like, and it's got the little holes in the inside. I wish it had like a little thing where you could close it off. So I'm just gonna tap a little in the lid right there. Actually, really finely milled. I'm surprised. Set the top of my eyelids because I don't want that creasing up there. That's not the greatest. It definitely creased, but I mean, it's $1. It was worth a try. Can't always have winners. So next up is this brow pencil right here by e.l.f. This is their Shape and Stay brow pencil. Okay, so it's like wax. You see? Alright, well, let's see what it does. Okay, well, it darkened it up. I need a spoolie. Alright, so I got me a little spoolie, and I'm just going to comb those and shape them up. If you need to fill in your brows, obviously this is not it. But e.l.f. does have a good little brow pencil you can get from Walmart. That's like $1. But I mean you can definitely tell the difference. This, oddly enough, I kind of like this. I'm anxious to see how it holds up throughout the day, like if my brows go all over the place. Well, that was super easy. So next up, we are going to try this LA Color bronzer in the color Bronzed Beauty. I don't know why, but I get the most excited about these little bronzers. So that is the color. It's actually really pretty. It's got a good bit of shimmer to it. So if you want a matte bronzer, this definitely isn't going to be for you. Oh, and it's got pigment too. Definitely a lot of fallout, but I mean, got a little much. It's definitely got pigment. Can't take that away from it. But it's doing a pretty decent job at glowing up my skin. Okay, so I got that on it. Can you see the line on my forehead? I'm going to blend that out a little bit. That was my fault. I was thinking it was not going to be as pigmented as what it is. But if you ever do that, just go back with your sponge and tap over it. No problem. Line gone. Need a bronzer? Trying one out? This ain't half bad, y'all. So I did not have a blush at mine. And I had one, but can't seem to find it. So this little kit right here, I'm just going to use this blush right here. Everybody needs a little color. And this is really similar to the blush I had from the Dollar Tree. We got that on, and now we can use this highlight. Which, if you're looking for like stocking stuffers for a little girl that's like just getting into makeup, like my little girl is, she's like 8. These would be great because they're actually pretty decent. I'm anxious to see how long they last. So this is the color. That is so stinking pretty. I hope it goes on really good. Oh yeah. That's really pretty. And it's not glittery. It's pretty glowy. You see it? See, that's just really pretty, y'all. Run a little down our nose. On our lip. Okay, so this I love. And always once I have my stuff on my face, I always go back and do like this. Just to make sure there's no harsh lines and it blends, just kind of meshes into your skin. So next, we're going to keep on with some LA colors. And let me take this out of the package because you cannot see these colors at all. Alright. So we're definitely doing purpley today. We're going to do a more fall look. So let's go with this color right here. And this is the Chic Palette. The good and bad thing about these little palettes is they're not super pigmented. But if you're new to makeup, you don't have to worry about, you swirl it around in there too much. Because that's the thing, that's the problem my little girl has. She'll get way too much on her little brush, and then she's like, what'd I do? I'm like, blend it off. This look is definitely not going to match my shirt. It's okay. I'll just change my shirt. But as deep as that color looks in the pan, it is not super deep on your eyes. So just keep that in mind if you get these little palettes. They're definitely lighter than what you see in the pan. Okay, so that is our first color on. Let's see, what's the next color we want to? All right, we're going to go in this darkest color right here. And I'm just going to try to smoke out this corner just a little bit. I'm going to do it at an angle to kind of lift up the face. Everybody needs a little bit of a fake facelift. That's actually not half bad. It's not very splotchy. I figured Because normally the darker colors in these palettes are where it can get a little sketchy because they want to get pretty patchy, so it really like makes your job harder. Least enthused about is the eyeshadow palettes at the Dollar Tree. But I mean, it's $1 and you got what, 12 shadows. I mean, can you really be disappointed that they're not perfect? Not really. Okay, so what do y'all think? Not that bad. Since we did the darkest shade, let's do the lightest shade. Let's go into this color. Well, I guess technically this is the lightest shade, but that's white. This is the lightest shimmer shade right here. It's actually pretty creamy. Okay, well, look at there. I should not have got so much. Look, that's crazy. Don't know if this is so much a fall look anymore. I don't know. What do y'all think? Fall or no? All right. This is the very first brush I used, and all I'm doing is going back and just blending over them edges. I'm not adding anything else. Add a little bit more of the darker shade just because it got pretty bright there. And then that white in the palette, I'm just going to highlight the brow bone. Okay, got a decent amount of pigment in it too. And just like before, I'm just going in with that first brush and running over the edges just so there's nothing harsh. And I'm going to go back in with that highlighter and highlight my inner corner. Not really that it needs it, I might add, but hey. And I always kind of like carve up right here to like my eyes to be open. So we are done with the eyes. I'm gonna throw on some mascara real quick and be right back. Okay, so I just threw some of my Essence Volume Stylist mascara on because like I said, we didn't have any new from the dollar store, and the ones I have tried from the Dollar Tree is horrible. So last but not least, we have some lip stuff. So we have this lip pencil from Wet n Wild. It's in the color Think Flamingos. That is what it looks like right there. So I'm just going to line my lips with this really quick. So this is definitely a lighter shade. That's okay. It's really creamy. I actually like this pretty good. I wish they had it in some different colors. So they also had this lip stuff by Hard Candy. It's called their Velvet Mousse. That's a little packaging, and then ta-da! And that's the color next to the lip liner. Y'all, this is going to be a hot mess as far as color-wise. It turned out more spring. Okay, so the feel of this, I love. Oh, and it smells like a cupcake. I'm not really into the color. Feels great. If they had other colors in this, I would definitely get it. I really like the feel and the texture of this. And the lip liner. The colors are not my favorite. Okay, so next we have some Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Metallic Lipstick by Wet n Wild. Okay, so that is what it looks like right there. Y'all see it? Not too sure about mixing things together, but why not? It's already a disaster as far as color-wise. Maybe not, you know, on top of like white pink. Not too bad. It actually kind of made it look a little more nude. What y'all think? Final look. Highlighter, I love. The eyes, I actually love. The brow stuff, for what it is, I actually do like it. If you need like some wax to kind of keep them in place, I actually do like that. The foundation sticks, if they have your color, maybe, but not my, And the concealer, I'd rather get like the Wet n Wild Incognito that actually has a good bit of coverage to it, but overall, not too bad. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is all for today. And don't forget, if you hadn't yet subscribed, go ahead and tap that subscribe button, and we will see you next time. Bye.